You will see new signs from Allah that is around you right now, but you never noticed it. You can find those signs on your body, in Quran, on Obama, in signs, on your salah, on your daily life, and more. Those signs will lead you to see the truth as you never thought about it. Also, those signs will lead you to increase your iman and belief in your heart. Those signs will lead you to see the master key that will open up anything you need on this life. I mean anything. Before we go further on this, I know one of you might say about what you will see on this video is just by accident or a coincidence. Well, let me help you with your thoughts here and pay attention to this. Are you ready? Okay. If something happened to you once, that could be by accident. If same thing happened to you again twice, that could be a coincidence. But if similar thing happened to you again more than 3 times, then it is a pattern or a sign that you need to pay attention to it. Think about it. Now let's start with our first sign from Allah that confirms all what we are about to see on this video. Surah Al-Hijr, chapter 15, verse 87. وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَاكَ سَبْعًا مِنَ الْمَثَانِي وَالْقُرْآنِ الْعَظِيمِ. Here is one of the translation in English from Sahih International. Says, and we have certainly given you, O Muhammad, 7 of the often repeated verses and the great Quran. Translations sometimes are misleading because they are not exact word by word of the original verse of the Quran. On this case, if we want to get closer to the original meaning of the Quran for this verse, it will be like this. And we have certainly given you 7 repeated and the great Quran. We already know the Quran. So what is the 7 repeated? Some people said it is the repetition of the other verses from the Quran. Some others said it is the first chapter of the Quran, Al-Fatihah, because it has 7 verses. To my opinion, none of this makes sense because Allah clearly talking about 2 different things. One is the great Quran and the other is the 7 repeated things, which we will go through on this video. In fact, on this verse, what's amazing about it is like the verse defending itself, trying to prove that 7 repetition really means 7 repetition. Here is what I mean. The word al-mathani, meaning repetition, which is another word for Arabic al-tikrar. Now watch this. Both words consist 7 letters. The word sab'an means the number 7. The whole verse consists of 7 words. Now don't be confused. The word wal Quran is not like wa al-Quran. You should read it as a one word, which is wal Quran. I'm not going to go in detail, but you got the point. If you look up in the Quran, the first time appeared the word 7 looks like this one, and the last time appeared in the Quran looks like this one as shown on this verse. They both mean the number 7, but also total letters add up to 7 as well. So do you think all this were a coincidence or a sign from Allah? I'll let you think about it. Oh, by the way, here is a couple tools that you can use for your reference. Let me show you more. You have 7 openings on your head, 1 mouth, 2 holes on your nose, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 7 layers of abdominal wall, 7 bones on your neck, almost 7 octillion atoms on your body. That's like 7,000,000,000. Let's get out from your body and see where else we can find those signs. There are 7 colors on rainbow, 7 days a week, 7 periods on the periodic table, 7 main music notes, 7 continents of the world, 7 heaven, 7 skies, 7 stars that called Ursa Major or Big Dipper. In Islam, child should start praying at age 7. 7 directions, which are up, down, right, left, front, back, and center. Bees make honeycomb shapes like this, which consist 7 sides including the center. The neutral of pH level is at number 7. Islam born at the 7th century. Look up on this. Listen to this. This guy named Alex Bellows, he was curious and he put on his website a survey to see the world favorite number. Guess what? Number 7 was the top number people favorite number. You probably already know this, but let me say it anyway. The only 2 numbers add up to 7 are 3 and 4, 6 and 1, 5 and 2. Easy, right? Make sure you remember those because I'm about to show you mind-blowing facts. Wait, before we move to the next point, here is a reference for you that is related to what we will be discussing next. Adam creation started from the clay or dust. Then Eve was created from Adam. Their names add up to 7 letters. The rest of the humanity were formed in the female womb in 6 stages. So all the process of creation from Adam to you add up to 7 stages. We've been created from the dust and we are back to the dust. Can you guess what does that look like? It does look like someone making a sujood. We will talk about this more details, the meaning of the sujood, in next video. Anyway, this is what you do each time you pray. Every day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go again. We see 4 and 3, adding up to 7. Wait, it gets even better. On each rak'ah, you are hitting the bottom twice and the vertical side twice, as you've seen on the previous clip. So to find the x, we can do this. 3 square plus 4 square equal x square. Does it look familiar? This is the famous Pythagorean theory. Feel free to look it up. Now solve for x and the answer will be 25. Here we go again. It does add up to 7. Are you convinced yet? Okay, we all agree that Adam and Jesus, they were very special and unique compared to all other humans. In the Quran, the name of Adam mentioned 25 times and the name Jesus mentioned 25 times as well. 2 and 5 adds up to 7. Both names add up to 7 letters. Jesus and Adam, both names mentioned in one verse only in the Quran. This verse comes at the 7th ascending order. Look it up in the Quran. On this verse where it describes the similarity between Adam and Jesus, the words and letters add up perfectly to 7. All the Muslims required to do pilgrimages to Mecca, Al-Hajj. We go around the Kaaba 7 times. Walk on Safa and Marwa 7 times. This exact word, Al-Hajj, was mentioned in the Quran 7 times. In 3 verses. The letters of the word Al-Hajj consist of 4 letters, and the 3 verses from the Quran adds up to 7. Now watch how everything completes each other. Al-Hajj should be done by all Bani Adam, humans. We go to Mecca to make Hajj. The Kaaba was built by the Prophet Ibrahim and his son. Their names consist 7 letters for each one of them. Is that coincidence or a sign from Allah? Before we go to our next fact, I just want to remind you this. You probably already know this. Computer only understand 2 digits of numbers, which are 1 and 0. For example, if you send an email saying hi, the computer will see this message like this: 01100011 and so on. Same thing for the numbers. The number 7, which is in binary like this, 111. Remember that. So what is special about Obama? Obama is the first president of the United States who has mixed race from white and black parents. His father was Muslim at some point. He was the 43 president of the United States. He was the 43 president of the United States. He was the 43 president of the United States. The 111 Congress meeting was the beginning of Obama serving as a president. Do you remember this? This is pointing to number 7 as well. Here is where it gets very interesting. As soon Obama became a president, he did his first speech for Muslim countries in Cairo at June 4, 2009.
Islam has always been a part of America's story. As the Holy Quran tells us, the Holy Quran teaches that the Holy Quran tells us, and the Holy Quran also says,
Obama did first and last visit during his presidency to a U.S. mosque was in Baltimore Masjid at February 4th, 2016.
And the very word itself, Islam, comes from salam, peace. The standard greeting is assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Whoever wants to enter paradise, the Prophet Muhammad taught, let him treat people the way he would love to be treated.
Here we see again 4 and 3, which adds up to 7. From 2009 to 2016, that is 7 years. Not only that, the first speech was Thursday, which is the 4th day of the week, according to international standards. The second speech happened on Wednesday, which is the 3rd day of the week, and they add up to 7 as well. Go look it up on the calendar, and you will find that those dates were the only options available for Obama to do those 2 speeches, which all lead to add up to 7. Except one date on 2016, August 3rd. But this date is not going to be an option because right after this date will be Obama's birthday, as normally he celebrates during this week, and to avoid media attentions, specifically when the speech is about Muslims and inside the masjid. Now watch this. Adds up to 7 as well. So all those facts, do you think is a coincidence or a sign from Allah? If Allah wants something, He will say kun fayakun. Be and it is. Kun fayakun. Be and it is. I'm done with this video and I will end with the 7 wishes mentioned in the Quran. You need to fulfill those wishes before you die. You have the choice now before it's too late. I'll give you a minute to read this on your own. Now, of course, you want to understand the meaning of those signs and how can it be the master key that will open up anything you need on this life. See the next part of this video and make sure you share to your friends and subscribe. Till next time, Salam Alaikum.